Yo, it's effective immediately. I'm DJ Hed.
And it's your favorite homegirl, Gina Views.
We have a special guest in the building. I'm not going to say your name. I'm going to call you Grammy nominated. Black is here.
I appreciate it, bro. Good to see you.
You know what I'm saying? You got to put some respect on it. First and foremost, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you for being here. We was talking. Can we talk about what we was saying right now?
Yeah, for sure.
So you moved to LA.
Yep.
Okay. Let's start here because I get into it with my homies in Atlanta a lot.
Uh-huh.
They tell me to come home.
Okay.
I say very inappropriate things that I can't repeat on the radio
Right.
about them and their ancestors.
Yep.
Because they talk shit about me and my people out here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite and least favorite thing about LA?
I mean, I got plenty of favorites. Like when I moved out here, mainly because I like the range that I have, and when it comes to what I want to do outside of music. So if I want to go to the mountains, if I want to go to the beach, if I want to go to the desert, if I want to go to another city, all I gotta do is hop in my car and go. And as far as like wellness, like it's plenty out here for me to do.
Yeah.
And everything that I needed to get from Atlanta for 20-something years, like I got it.
Yeah.
So good. Now I need something different. As far as what I don't like,
Your least favorite?
I don't like how unwalkable it is sometimes.
Well, that depends on where you live.
Depend on where you live. Where you live, I know for sure.
And you
like,
got a little bit of money, so
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So where you live, it's probably not walkable. You know what I mean?
But I mean, I just
Coyotes
mean like,
and shit.
I mean, downtown is walkable, but downtown is a little scary sometimes.
Downtown
So
is
you
not
like,
walkable.
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff. Things are next to each other, is what I
Yeah.
mean. But you don't really want to be walking, like taking.
Downtown got that stitch.
Yeah, got the
Yeah.
stench, got the.
You got a
workers.
dog?
No, I don't do dogs.
You don't fuck with animals?
I like cats.
You like
You
cats?
like
I
cats?
like cats, yeah.
Oh, no.
They easy.
We got to wrap this
Like without a
shit
gun in your head?
Okay, so
up. That's crazy.
y'all like dogs. I'm not taking no dog for no fucking walk. Just
Oh,
cause
you
they,
want no maintenance?
yeah, like
Okay,
low
I'm with
maintenance. That's the only reason why I like cats. Like you ain't gotta do nothing. You leave the food in the bowl, leave the water. You can leave them for a couple days. They fine. Like,
Go on tour?
yeah, they excited. They excited to see you for about 2 seconds, then they leave you alone. And the dogs, they just require too much. Like I got kids, and that's enough.
I feel you.
Okay, I feel that.
Dogs are kids.
So you've been here for a minute. That means you like our food.
I love the food out here. Yeah, there's plenty.
We got one.
We got one.
I got one.
look any of the lure that other folks be saying about out here. I have combos with folks all day where I'm just like, you just ain't looking like,
Facts.
or you just not good at looking like. It's just one or the other. But once you find your spots and you just mark them in your little maps, like you good.
You got a go-to spot?
Ooh, for what? Like it just depends on what you're talking about. For sushi, yes. Kenbei and Silver Lake, I love that spot. And it's real low key too. It's like
Yeah.
by itself. Like
I be going over there to Silver Lake.
it looked like it only fit
Thai
like
spot.
20 people in there, but it's like top tier.
Kenbei.
Yeah, Kenbey.
What's the one you like?
I got a few. I mean, it
The
depends.
one over here.
Oh, you talking about sugarfish?
Nah, it's one that we be going to that's over here. It's
Oh,
on Hollywood.
the katana shit. But we don't be getting the sushi there. Katsuya.
Katsuya.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't be getting the
Yeah.
sushi though. We get the fish and
Okay.
they like the.
The one with the fish with the eyes on it?
I get the whole fish.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
You can't do that either.
Damn, I don't want
can't do
none
it.
looking at me while I'm eating none.
You got a few isms, bro. Like,
We could get into it, but I do.
What other isms you got?
Milk, mayo, sour cream, whipped cream.
So you know dairy.
White.
Just that.
Oh,
There you
'cause
go.
it's- oh!
There you go.
Because it's white.
Yo,
Vanilla ice
you a
cream.
condiment bigot.
Just everything under that white family.
Yeah.
I'm good.
What?
I don't want no parts.
Marshmallows?
Marshmallows are cool, but I'm not gonna just eat a marshmallow. Like I see
fuck
them,
with
and
Rice Krispie
I
treats?
appreciate them, but I'm good.
You don't eat nothing white.
Not nothing. It's just certain anything that reminds me of milk or that's close to milk. I'm straight on.
Name something white you eat.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And he'd ask you some shit like that with a
That's
straight
crazy.
face.
My bad.
That was crazy.
Hey, let me
All
tell
right.
you something.
Commercial break. Coming back. All right.
We
cool.
gonna move on. We gonna move on. My grandma, rest in peace. Shout out to Martha B. It was this white man, bro, tried to holler at her in the bowling alley, and she looked at this white man and said, "Honey, I don't even wear white drawers." And I was like, "Grandma, you can't say shit like that to people."
That's a statement.
But she from the
meant
South.
it. Yeah, she meant that. That's crazy.
You fuck with horchata?
Nah, I'm good.
Dang, I'm trying to think of something that's gonna like make
I mean,
you.
like icing on cake, like that's cool. It don't really taste like nothing too dairy-ish for me.
I don't fuck with dairy either, but it's
But the thing is, I can have like dairy insert. Like if I'm making mac and cheese or making mashed potatoes or whatever like that has milk in it, I'm like,
Oh,
but-
you eat mashed potatoes?
yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's white.
Yeah.
Pause.
We got. All right, that's enough on that. That's enough on that.
How
part.
long have you been against? I don't want to say white
This
things
is childhood.
since you was a kid.
Yeah, since everybody knew too in my school, like folks knew don't come near me with
Like
that.
a fear.
It wasn't even. It was just like a deep disgust. Like
It's kind of like that's how I am with buttons.
I don't want that shit around me.
You
And then,
might have been here before.
Of course, my last week of school too in high school, I got hit with a milk carton, and it was like
Was it full?
it was full.
Were you traumatized?
Ooh.
It was one of them moments when something happens and you look down, like when you looking up, everything is normal. You get hit and you look up and now everybody's surrounding you.
Okay,
Like,
so
oh,
look,
shit.
what if your
So what
team
happened when I
gave
fell?
me a heads up, right? And what if I put a carton of milk in front of you right now? You gonna trip out?
I'm not gonna trip, but I'm gonna think something wrong with you.
Oh, I ain't got a carton of milk. I'm fucking with you.
Because if you threw a box of buttons at him,
Yeah, I'm tripping.
he'll lose his mind.
Buttons,
He's scared of
Hey,
buttons.
don't look at me like that. You don't like white shit.
buttons.
You know what I'm saying?
You
I don't fuck with buttons, bro. The same disgust you have for that, I don't like buttons.
So
It's
for
a
an
thing.
award show, you just go with
No,
chest out?
no, nigga. I
What?
wear the Dr. Dre knitted tees.
Okay.
You got your chest out. Titties out on the red carpet is crazy.
Yeah. Now you wear a jacket covering them up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So,
But anyway, thank you for being here, Black.
Now that we got all your phobias out the way.
hey.
You somebody I've never had a chance to really talk to you before, but I do like I've been a fan of certain things that you've done, right?
Appreciate it.
First, I know since I never had a chance to talk to you about X calling was my introduction to you. I know you probably was doing your thing, but and I know you probably answered these questions a million times, but I've never talked to you about specifically when I heard that song. I had this girl that was in and out of my life. I say it like that, right? Has anybody approached you about that song being about them and it wasn't about them?
No, nobody's ever approached me about that song being about them. But the person who I made it about, they know it's about them.
It was about a person.
It was about somebody specific for sure.
Did they get publishing on the record?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely not. No. Problems and X calling like it was the same thing, same situation.
Same situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like a long-term relationship type of guy.
I guess so. Yeah.
Are you emo? Like, do you get in your feelings about it? Like, you really like?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I'm a long term type of nigga for sure.
So if a girl fuck with you, she gonna end up on a record at some point, good or bad.
Yes.
Damn.
Absolutely.
How much of the music is based on your personal experience, and then how much of the music is based on the experience of others?
I would say 90% is just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just me and my situations for sure. But it's cool because I'm at the part now where I'm talking about like myself and my situation, but I'm still in my relationship. So that's that's new for me to have to figure out like how to dissect something and talk about it while also like being respectful of like just the fact that you're putting it out to the world. So
Is Fatal Attraction based on a true story?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
In what way?
That's a good one to ask about too. That's a good one to ask.
That's a nice song.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Not like Fatal Attraction for me, like I feel like when you are in the industry and dealing with fatherhood and juggling like a bunch of stuff at once, like your relationships can sometimes get a little bit diluted and the intimacy can like take a hit. And for me, in the last maybe like 3 to 5 years, I'm just like, how do I make sure that part of my life is like continuously on the up? Because we getting older, so naturally it kind of like regresses. But I'm like, nah, I want my shit to be like, I'm trying to be excited all the time about this shit. Like I'm trying to like have my moments with my lady, and that shit be fun for as long as our limbs fucking work. So yeah.
When do you decide which information is good for music, good for like you to make music, and then what part of it needs to remain a secret?
You don't know until after it's bounced out and played back. So you make it first, and then after you make it, you be like, I can't really say that, or I can't really do that one right there. So we've had a couple of songs to where I'm just like, that's just not where I'm at. That's not how I want to step right now. So
Right.
like, it might be true, but maybe I sound like a little bit too arrogant in that moment, and that's just not how I want to talk about it. Because you was, I don't know, upset that day, and you popped off a different type of way. So
Do you ask for I'm sorry. Do you ask for permission from your significant other? Like, is it okay for me to tell this part of the story? Or and if it's the answer is no, do you still put it out if it's something that you're really in love with?
I don't like literally have to ask, for permission. But what I did with this last album too is like the same way that you do with your friends or your label or anybody. Like when it was done, I had a day where I set aside where she came to the studio. It was just me and her. We played the album from top to bottom. I didn't have to like
That's nice.
ask anything. It was more just like, this is this song, this is what it's about, play it. And then if she got anything she want to say or ask or talk about, then cool. But otherwise, like, she's an artist too, so she gets it. Like we both use music to express ourselves, so I'm not really like pulling no punches.
With her being an artist, have you ever had conversations about boundaries on what to express and how to express it, or what's allowed? Not permission, but I'm just saying boundaries.
Not really. Like
so if she put out anything, you would be okay with it? Like,
it is what it is, yeah.
Okay.
Like, and the thing is, like, we have a respect for each other, so it would never be anything that's like disrespectful or detrimental to like each other. So we don't really have to ask the questions literally because it's just kind of understood. It's just like, don't make me look crazy.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Has there been a time where she like just cooked you?
I get cooked.
You was like, damn.
I get cooked regularly, but that's just in regular life. On songs,
yeah.
No, I don't think she cooking me on songs.
She ain't cooking you on songs.
No. I just get cooked in real life. That's
There's a tweet floating around.
Oh shit.
And the tweet asks the question basically like, what songs do you nasty to? Somebody asks, like, I just need a suggestion of, like, all the songs that I could get nasty to. And you pop up a few times. So it made me wonder, number one, do artists get cracking to their own music? And number two, what's on your after-hour playlist?
The answer to the first question is absolutely. If it's on, especially, like, again, like, you talking artists and artists. We both love the shit that we make. The shit that she makes is beautiful. The shit that I make, like, if it's within the right realm, like, it makes sense. So if we go on a trip somewhere and we are, we got, like, our playlist of unreleased songs on loop, then that just might be what sets the scene.
Yeah. That's hella vain, Black.
Nah.
That's bro, you're throwing that Black, babe. I'm finna wear this out.
But it's not like, me personally, I'm not, like, throwing my music on for the moment, but if it's on and the moment happens, then cool. And same for her. Like, if her music is already playing, like, I'd rather hear her voice than somebody else random shit. Like, while we in the moment, like, I don't
you gotta test drive the car before you buy it.
I don't want to hear nobody else. I'm straight.
Has there anything just randomly come on that you had to turn it off?
For sure. I'm not sure what songs, because I know that's probably the follow up.
Who he skipping?
But hell yeah.
It's like, nah, this ain't it.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Yeah, you gotta lean over.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit next.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What's on your after hour playlist?
My after hour playlist right now, it ain't nothing on my after hour playlist because I just want to hear like what's actually happening. Like I just want to hear it. I don't want to hear no music right now.
Okay.
You talking about love is the new gangster, right? And I feel like where are you coming from with that? Like what perspective is that? What lens is that?
To me, like, gangster was always synonymous to, like, cool growing up. So, like, normally or just regularly, like, when I was growing up, the shit that I saw and thought was gangster was all the shit that we know later on in life is not really that gangster.
Touche.
So, now I know, taking care of my kids, having hard conversations, taking care of myself, showing up for myself, like, those are the things that are gangster to me. And this is really just, like, my moment of saying, like, it's cool to have love at the center of what you do. And I just get, like, the most inspired when I'm talking about the shit in my life that makes me feel good. So I think it's just a nice full circle moment, especially coming from Free Black to where everything felt monochromatic and, like, suppressed and compressed and, like, lo-fi. And, just everything felt like problems and X calling. And now I'm at the part where it's the opposite now.
Your last project, was it like 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3 years.
You said having tough conversations. In the last 3 years, what's the toughest conversation you ever had to have?
Xing out a lot of friends that I thought were for me, but weren't really like the right type of like grown man friends that I need to have. Like if you see me and we are in a club or we in a space to where I'm fucking compromised, it's too much going on around me. Somebody done snuck their way in here. I done had too much to drink. Don't go with the flow just because it's fun or we here. Like, be the nigga that's going to be like, hey, we need to bounce, or you need to stop, or that don't look good, or like I need folks that's gonna hold me accountable in every sense. So even if it's not that scenario, like if it's just in regular life, if you see me slipping, if you see me tripping in any way, feel like you could check me. Like those are the types of friends that I want to have. So I had to have a lot of those combos. A lot of the folks that I knew for 10 plus years fell off in the last couple of years, and that was just because I went to everybody individually and was like, here's the situation that I'm thinking about, this is what I don't appreciate about it, this is what I could have done better, and moving forward, like I only want like this type of energy like around me. And mostly everybody understood, but I think also naturally, even though they said they understood, we just kind of grew apart after that. And that was just
that's real.
Yeah.
What about in your relationship? Have you had one of those?
Oh hell yeah.
What's one that stand out to you?
I think my biggest thing like in the past was, if I am like harboring any old shit, whether it be trauma, past relationships, fatherhood, shit that I'm like fucked up about, like if I'm harboring anything, I would always keep it to myself, and my partner can pick up on shit like easy. So for her to have to like lay everything out for me and just tell me about myself, I think was the most difficult part, because your ego just want to be like, I'm good, or I'm straight, or I'm gonna figure it out, or it's not that big of a deal. But when somebody could say, you look crazy, I'm not fucking with you, you don't look good to me anymore, like when they can like really tell you like, in this moment right now you're not your best self and I'm about to bounce. I think for me it was hard to like to come to terms with it, because first you just kind of have like you just want to deflect or like say anything other than like what the actual issue is. And it took years and years and years for me to finally be like, you know what, I am fucked up about missing out on my oldest child's like her birth, and being on the road, and like missing all her milestones, and like having to figure out like the balance of being a father at a young age but not being with the mom, and like how to like set a boundary and not relapse and do like just weird shit just because you had a kid with somebody. Like it took a minute for me to grow up past that point, and it took a minute for me to like let go of all that shit, because I really just wasn't talking about it. So
what was the thing that got you over it?
My partner just let me know she about to bounce.
Oh, literally her saying I'm out.
Yeah, if she's saying like, I'm not fucking with you and this is it for me, unfortunately that's normally what it takes for a nigga to like snap into it. Yeah. And I just like, I care so much about like myself and how I represent myself that it sucks to look back and see all the moments where it's just like, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me. So, to let myself be misrepresented to the world, to my friends, to my partner, I think was just like, that shame and that like realization was like, oh nah, this, like if all my shit gets fucked up right now, like I just wanted to at least be on the tail end of me being who I'm supposed to be. Yeah. So
I feel that.
Was it difficult for you to address the things that she wanted you to do differently?
Yeah. I mean, I think in conversation it's easy to be like, I understand. I get it. But when you got decades of like learning something like a specific way, or doing something a specific way, or expressing yourself a specific way, it's like muscle memory almost. And it's like it literally feels like a resistance happening when you, for me, like one of my things is, if I'm thinking of a conversation or thinking of something that we need to talk about, I'm in my brain for about 2-3 weeks like, today is not the right day, let me figure out like how I could say it nicer, let me figure out like we having too much fun right now, let me just and I will like prolong it and prolong it and prolong it until she says something about it, and then it's like too late. So yeah, that was like one of my main things where it just kept being repetitive, to where it's like, I definitely understand the concept of opening my fucking mouth and just saying what's on my mind, but I have gone through a great portion of my life not having to do that at all. Like it was always just on me, and it wasn't, expressing yourself to your mom or talking to your dad or talking to your friends. It was like, it's just always been internal. So to make it to a point where you share a life with somebody is realizing like it can't just be happening in here and in here. It's like you gotta get it out, because otherwise she picks up, she ain't fucking with it, ruins the whole vibe. And yeah.
You have 2 kids?
Yeah, 2.
Being that you missed those milestones in your first child's life, does that affect the way you parent with the new kid?
Hell yeah, I'm there every day. The way my schedule is right now too, it made it so like I finished this album at the perfect time. She's 9 months right now. I've been able to see like her progression every single day. And it's like being a dad for the first time, because I just didn't really realize how much I missed out on. It's like you show up and you have a good time with your kid, but to really be there every day is just a completely different thing. So I'm there as much as I can be there. I feel just amazing about being a dad right now.
What stage of your life does Love Is the New Gangsta represent for you?
Just like resetting. I feel like the fires and everything like happening in LA, like it was all happening all at the same time. Like when my relationship was just at the peak of needing to be fixed, it was also in the moment where you find out you're having a baby. It was also in the moment when the fires happen and her family's house gets burned down. It was like everything happened at the same time. So for me, it was just like, this is a reset. Like this is starting from scratch. This is like promising myself, like I'm not going back to any old like habits that don't serve me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something to, because you just, I know you had a kid before, but I didn't know how old you were at that time.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a kid, there's a thing that we talk about on the radio where the guy, it's always a debate. Does a guy always have access to the baby mama type shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle those types of deals where people might put that on you, or might put that in her head or stuff like that? How do you handle that?
Honestly, I didn't. I really didn't. Like during that time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know how the fuck to do it. Like I said, I was trying to like set boundaries, but also like this was at one point this was all that I knew. So it's like even coming out of a situation, it's just like if something isn't feeling good, or if the day isn't right, or if the situation presents itself, you just kind of go back. And for me, it was just like asking myself simple questions like, do you want to spend the rest of your life with this person? If the answer is no, don't fuck around. Like, don't do nothing that's going to jeopardize your own individual life, her life, the people to come after that. Like, just lock in on yourself right now. You don't need nothing else but yourself to provide, to be a good person. That's it. So, like, I understood, but it was still, like, a process to finally get out of that stage where, you know, it's just like, it's just a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of resentment, too, from her end, too, because it's just like, at the same time that she's pregnant and having a baby, life is changing like rapidly for both of us. So it's just like, oh shit, you don't get to be a part of something that you thought you were gonna be a part of, and I'm finally waking up to like whatever the situation has been the whole entire time. But I still have to, you know, step up to the plate and do the right thing, and ultimately, like we figured it out, and it's exactly where it's supposed to be right now.
On the song "Wifey, Baby Mama," that's based in the truth? That's a true story.
Yeah, for sure.
Got you. That's where I was pulling from.
That's one of my favorite songs on the project. It's not like, you know, one of the singles or whatever, but it's a great record. It was just taking like the term baby mama and putting a little spin on it, because normally it got like a negative connotation to it, to where I'm just like, ain't nothing wrong with being a baby mama. It's more about like who you have kids with and whatever agreement y'all have and however y'all want to live y'all life. But Wifey Baby Mama was just me talking about basically the story of like having somebody who is wifey or who you want to wife, but you know, you had a kid first. And before we can like feel like we need to do anything because of fucking, you know, traditional standards or legal standards or rings or weddings, it's like before we can hop to anything, like let's just take care of what we're supposed to take care of, which is me showing up and proving to you that I'm even worthy of making it there. So even though we had a kid, there's still a process, and I want to make sure like I take care of everything on the way to getting married versus just saying because we had a kid, let's get married.
Are you engaged?
No, not engaged.
Okay.
No.
Do you think that people over-romanticize the process of falling in love and having a family and getting married? That's an argument I have a lot.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what was wrong with my first situation, and like all like respect to her too. But I think we were in different places to where she had an idea of what she wanted, and that was like a family and something. And for me, I was really just figuring out my life, and we just so happened to be sharing space at that time.
Right.
And I was like I would make sure that I was communicating it too, but I think that was my biggest lesson during that time is I could say exactly what I felt in that moment, but I wasn't really like standing on it the way I needed to stand on it. Mm-hmm. And that was also because of my situation where I ain't really got nowhere else I could go. I ain't got that many options on what I could do. And we both are just kind of like playing with this relationship because we have time and we have space. So
I feel that.
Well, this album is really good. It's a great listen. 10 out of 10. Highly recommended. I guess it's different.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, like, how did that song even come about?
I guess me, Childish Major, Trey Lander, Outskirts.
Shout out to Childish Major.
Childish, man, Outskirts. We were like towards the end of the project, and I'm like, even when I'm done or I feel like I'm done and everybody else is like hype about me being done, there's always something in the back of my mind where I'm just like, I could make another one. Like, I could do another, or something's missing. And that was just the something's missing moment. Like, I feel like the project has a good amount of like live instrumentation and a good amount of just vibes in general, but I'm like, we need we need some energy, and we need that energy to not be, it ain't got to be trapped out. It need to be a little bit left of what people might expect. And Childish had already like started the demo for the song, and the rest was fucking history. The second that I heard the beat and heard what they had already, I'm like, yeah, that's it right there. That's exactly what we missing. Let's drop it in there. I cut it, and maybe like the next day I randomly woke up and I was like, I think I need Fabo on the ad-libs. And everybody was like, Fabo? I'm like, yeah, I need Fabo on the ad-libs just to give it like a little more kick in certain moments. And yeah, I sent it to Fabo. He did some ad-libs, and yeah, that's I guess.
How did you get Chike to rap like that on All That Matters?
Man.
You got him to open up. That's a different version of Chike.
Facts.
I love Chike, man. I feel like his clarity when he raps and like the way that he raps is just very like precise, and I appreciate what he brings to it. So I had already had the song for a minute, but as we were making the song, I was telling them I don't have a song that sounds like I live in LA yet, and I would like to eventually like have that. And as we were like making a bass line for it, I'm like, okay, I think we might be in that realm. I did the verse, did the hook, and immediately I was just like, it needs Chike. Like, it needs. I didn't think of nobody else.
Damn.
I didn't like, literally first thought was AZ Chike, sent it to him, and I think both of us, like, this is one of my favorite records that I've done. It's one of his favorite records that he's did, and I'm excited.
Yeah, Chike's special.
Yeah, I love Chike, bro. That's my dog.
How did you end up on the, now I'm just asking random fan questions because it's stuff that I wondered for a long time. Yeah. I actually shuffled your features on my phone, not just the black songs, like literally just the features. And I'm hearing you got, you done made appearances on Wale Music, Snoh, Aalegra, Sid, K Camp. Yeah. You got Boogie. Yeah. Boogie, that's one of my favorite ones. So I was thinking, I'm like, when he walk in the studio, it either have to be intimidating or inspiring, because you're like, we was actually talking about it before you walked in. You damn near like the singing Wale.
Hey, man.
Like, you the person that they add to the song. Yeah. It's like you're the finishing touches.
I appreciate that.
That's how I look at it.
You and Wale are definitely the same nigga on the record.
Y'all the same person.
I love Wale. That's my dog, too.
Do you get complimented by other artists in that way? Like, you are what made the song complete?
Yes, I don't talk about it too much, but I will say in the last few years, I've been able to look back at all the features that I've done and like the moments that came from those features, and I'm like, we did some, like, of course, special shit in our own realm, but we did a lot of shit for a lot of folks, and I feel like really like good about just working with people who I'm cool with, and I think it just so happens that I have the most fun when I get to step in other folks' world and like do my thing, because it's no pressure of like having to turn some shit in, or like I ain't gotta think. It's already laid out for me. All I gotta do is add the extra on top. So I love doing feature records. I feel like in the last 5 years I've gotta be one of the most featured artists in this shit right now. Like 100+ for sure.
I was gonna ask you that, but let me just ask ChatGPT.
She brought up your features. The one in particular that actually our producer, well, actually, let me ask you about East Atlanta first. With Future, did y'all come up together? Not come up together, but did y'all know each other prior to you being in music?
Nope.
Okay, bet.
Nope, not at all.
So that was just like some music shit.
Yep, that was, I mean, like, I knew, of course, like being in Atlanta, you know about Future, and I'm pretty sure, you know, at some point when I was coming up, he heard about me, because by the time I had the record and sent him the record, that was the easiest like exchange ever. It was send the record, it's done.
Bird.
I'm not charging you. That's it.
Word.
That's it.
That's what's up.
Just get my PJ when I come to the video shoot.
Yeah.
But at that point I was like, you know what? I'm like, you know what?
He not charging us. Fuck it.
I'm like, I can roll with that. I can roll with that. So I wasn't tripping at all. And Future is, you know, he one of the goats in Atlanta. So
This speaking of which, the state of Atlanta right now is crazy. Okay, I know you're a LA resident, right? Do you have any thoughts on the trajectory of your city as far as from a music standpoint? We don't do street shit, but from the musical standpoint,
Atlanta gonna be all right forever. Like, there's always something buzzing. There's always new artists to lock into, And I think it's good for things to be exactly where they are right now. Like every 3 to 5 years, there's a reset happening. I feel like it's regional. It's not even just in Atlanta. Like it just has to start over. It has to start from scratch. New people have to emerge. And the folks who are on top or in the mix right now, they either have to check themselves and like just sharpen whatever they got going on, clean it up, or get left behind. Like,
when do you think the start of that was? Because I know Thug is on your album. But when do you think that start of the reset happened?
2 Chainz on there?
Because this is something we argued about in the group chat.
Start of the reset. I feel like it's been about somewhere around the pandemic, shit got weird.
Okay.
And I think a lot of what was popular as far as just like what folks talk about, what people brag about, it just started to hit less. It was just like, we fighting for our lives out here right now. Like, ain't nobody trying to, flex right now.
I told the homie that, like, you talking about the ghosts and, like, niggas trying to pay their bills.
Or ain't nobody really trying to hear too much about robbing and killing, like, in this moment right now. Like, we folks are really dealing with real life shit. So it naturally, I think it just switched around that time. So after the pandemic, I feel like it started to change a little bit. And in the last 2 or 3 years, I think it's just been, like, living in a reset moment. Right?
But y'all niggas never shut down, though.
No,
we'll keep it a buck. Like, y'all was swag surfing all through the pandemic.
Yeah. Atlanta was good.
You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta was good. You go catch it, go to the crib for about a week, come back outside next week. They was
You said go catch it?
Go
catch it and go back outside is crazy.
All right, real quick. How many features you think you did in your whole career?
Oh, she got a number.
I mean, I know it's 100 plus.
Okay.
What they talking about? They don't know.
What you think?
I need to teach them.
Him? I would say, I'm not going to do 100 plus. I'm going to say 67.
All right. ChatGPT got it wrong.
What'd they say?
It says 50 to 70 plus.
6'7".
Well,
don't start that old TikTok shit.
I won.
Well,
I won.
No,
the right price without going over, nigga. I won.
How do you win if they wrong?
Okay, well,
ChatGPT, I think it's wrong.
Is I don't like fucking with niggas like him because he'll go pull up his
if he
BMI
said
or something.
Plus.
He in his ASCAP account right now looking at his.
If he said 100 plus, I'm gonna have to go with that.
All right,
this is incorrect.
If he says 100 plus, then that's what it is.
I feel like a good start would be on the Featuring Black playlist on Spotify. Yeah, that's a good start because not everything is on that list, but that list has a majority of it.
Okay.
So
if you go on there, I'm assuming it's at least 70, 80 something on that list.
Damn.
How did you end up on Snoh Aalegra, the remix, I Want You Around?
I was in Sweden. I heard Snoh for the first time. Obviously was a fan. Reached out on Instagram. It was mutual love. And she had just dropped I Want You Around like not too long before then. So she immediately was just like, you want to get on this remix? And I was like, hell yeah.
What?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
And
that's crazy.
You know that's not normal, right?
Hey man, I'm
listen, bro. Here. Fuck all that. I'm stoic too.
I'm just out here.
I'm just out here.
No, but honestly though, that's one. It's only been a few songs like that to where like when somebody gives me the grace to do something to it, I almost am like, oh shit, like it's a perfect song. Like without me, it's a perfect song. So now I gotta. It's one of them moments where it's like if I don't get this shit absolutely right, I'm just not gonna do it. So I was a little intimidated by the song because it's just a great song, and I got it done. She liked it. We put it out, and that was it.
That has to be though, like a mixtape dream. If you can just reach out, imagine hearing a song, you like the instrument, you want to rap on it, and then you can hit the artist and say, "That's it. I like this," and and then you're able to feature on the remix. Yeah. Has there been any other song that you like wished was yours? You're like, I smoke this beat.
Ooh. Yes. There was a song that her made. I can't remember the name of it right now. But it was a feature that I started on for her. HER, the R. Yeah. That I did for her, but I just don't feel like I got it down the right way, and it came out with somebody else on it, and I was just like, I gotta charge that to the game. It was a great song. I wish I was on it. I wish it was my song too, but yeah, it was just one of the moments where it didn't click for me, and I'm just like, I gotta pass.
Have you given other records away that we know of?
Yeah. I did a record for Janae some years back, and it was on a deluxe for like one of her albums. I can't remember what album it was, but it was called Clear My Mind.
Clear My Mind.
And it was just like a demo that I had that she ended up just taking and doing her thing with. And I had another song too that she wanted, but I didn't let it go, and I feel a little bad about that.
Was Still Dreaming created during the Dreamville sessions?
Hell yeah.
How were those sessions?
Dreamville sessions are, well, I mean, to me, Dreamville sessions during that time were just Spillage Village sessions. So it wasn't no different than just me meeting up with JID, with Mariba, with everybody else, Olu, from Earth Gang. Yeah, and just like cooking up. So it felt just like how it felt when we were coming up, because when I was first coming up, 2015, 2014, I was staying on Jid's couch, like cooking while he was out delivering pieces. Like, so it was just linking up with the homies and making shit from scratch. That's it.
What about the Like It record with you and Summer Walker? Like, I know the girls are in love with Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Any other collabs with her that you have coming down the pipeline?
We got some unreleased ones, but I always want to work with Summer. Summer is, one-on-one right now, especially like in R&B, but in Atlanta too. Like, she is a gift, and I'm happy that we got Summer. So I'm always down to make more with Summer. But I think it's funny because we same label, same same situation. So folks just expect us to have a mixtape or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, we are both two very peculiar
I can see that.
people. So
she might like milk. You might not fuck with her.
So to align, no.
You know
Summer was on tour with me too, like for my
here with a glass of milk.
Yeah, Summer was on tour with me for my second album too. So that was also like a time where we were getting to know each other too.
Yeah.
And again, like I love Summer to death, but we're two different folks.
I feel that.
So yeah, we just gotta.
Have you worked with Domani yet?
No, but I see Domani all the time. Yeah.
All right, if I could just because y'all do a good job of talking to us.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can just get like a Domani K-Camp Black. Ooh,
Okay, I'll reach out to Domani after I leave.
that sounds amazing.
I'll reach out.
That sounds amazing.
Damn, you just request like that? Shit,
Yeah.
I got a request.
Just tell me and look, man.
Okay. Now I got two more things for you, Black. Five-time, am I correct? 5-time Grammy nominee.
Yep.
Do this project obviously is important to you. It's very personal. Do you want the Grammy? Because a lot of people try to play coy and be like, nah, it's an honor being nominated. Pusha T came up here. He sat in his chair. He was like, no, I want my Grammy. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings, but I definitely want it. Like, you know, like if
is that something that's important to you?
yes, like not in a sense to where it makes or break, what I do or how I create or anything like that. But what's the point of like making cool shit if you can't go and celebrate yourself? So, regardless of who's putting on the event, whether it's BET Awards or VMAs or Grammys or anything, like if there's a moment to celebrate us as artists, like I'm down. And if I'm getting recognized, hell yeah. So for sure.
Talk that shit. The other thing is, for you as an artist, is there somebody that like how you slid in the Snoh Aalegra DM and got that? Is there somebody that surprised you that was tapped into you? That was like, oh shit, I didn't even know you like fuck with me.
Yeah, that list is long. I'm trying to think. Janet Jackson.
Janet
Jackson.
She DM'd you?
Yep.
Get the fuck out
Yes,
of here.
sir. Yes,
Let me
sir.
see the
Janet
DM.
Jackson.
That's crazy.
Like Freddie Jackson.
There's no way. Let me tell you something, Black.
Let me see the DM is crazy.
Let me tell you.
Let me see the DM is
Hey,
crazy.
bro, I know. You know I don't need to see DM. That's violation.
He was really about to shut
No,
up.
but look though. I interviewed Janet Jackson one time in my life, and she walked in the room, and I couldn't see her feet. She was just floating like this.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even making this shit up,
I
bro.
already know.
She floated in the room. It's like, hi, how's everyone doing? She sat there, and I was just like, I don't even know.
Yeah, where do we go from here?
Exactly. So I want to know about this interaction.
No, she reached out and she was just like, I'm a big fan of what you're doing. And I was just like, I mean, I would say the same thing, but that's just fucking obvious. I was like, it goes without saying. Like,
that's crazy.
And we just, had a little moment of showing some love to each other. And I was just like, if you ever need anything, let me know.
If Janet ever need anything?
If I could ever do anything for you. You never know. She
Nigga, who the fuck you think you
You better than me. I would have remixed Would You Mind?
Hey, you better than me. I would have sent her an open verse.
Listen, man. I be trying not to blow it. That'll fuck it up right there.
I know. Send her an MP3 with an open 16 on it.
No, you gotta lead with just the convo, and like that's
you.
the way it was. Like for a lot of the features that I had were folks like Cole, like on Pretty Little Fears.
Yeah,
I didn't ask him to get on Pretty Little Fears. I just played it for him, and I played him a bunch of songs. And when he heard Pretty Little Fears, he was like, "Send me that." I was like, "Bet." This was what I was trying to do without having to literally be like, "Can you get on this song?" So. He heard it. He loved it. He asked.
So it was. So was the song finished?
The song was it was finished. It had 2 verses on it. Yep. And I took my verse off and let him do a 32 or 48 or whatever.
He rapped forever, nigga.
Whatever he did. When I got it back, I was like, that's fine with me.
Did you change anything on your verse?
No, absolutely not.
You left it like that?
No, I think the cool thing about like existing in the rap and R&B space is that sometimes like I'm not really trying to out rap niggas. So it's like if I'm just trying to set the vibe and he takes it away, that's great. We just had a moment like that on one of the songs on the album. I ain't gonna get too specific into the details, but somebody wanted to change something, and I just had to be like, bro, no, like
another rapper.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not like, we good, brother.
Yeah,
we're straight. Like it's fine how it is. I'm not overly rapping on this song. You set the vibe perfectly. Let's keep it the same way.
That's why I said you got to be intimidating to see you walking in the studio, because you already got this like calm voice.
Amen.
And then you have one of those voices where it don't matter what you say on the song, it's just gonna sound cool. Like whatever. That's why I said like a Wale, a Domani, K Camp. Like y'all have this skill where it doesn't matter what you say. You could go on that motherfucker and say milk, eggs, and bacon.
Hey, I'm trying to stay in that space. I feel that way about folks like Don Toliver. Like,
yeah, he got one of those voices.
Whatever his vocal chain is, it sounds like if anybody hops on that computer and just says their favorite words, it's gonna slap. Yeah. Like the production is beautiful. His delivery is crazy. Like,
and it's not easily duplicated.
Yeah, no, Don is
like,
one of one.
Y'all are one of ones to where nobody can duplicate your sound, your style, or anything.
We're going to have, I want to get to the cars, but my last question for you, bro, is because you are mild-mannered like she's saying. When's the last time you lost your shit, and do you have road rage?
Last time I lost my shit.
Yeah. Because there's no black crash outs online. I look.
Yeah, no, definitely no crash. No crash outs online.
Because I'm like, this nigga don't never lose his temper. He don't.
Nah.
You ain't clap back in the comments.
I mean, for sure, man. Like that's for sure. But they already like understand. Like I set that precedent like super early on. I was like, if you say some stupid shit and I see it, like I'm gonna say something back. And it ain't. We not about to get into a whole beef or nothing like that. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and then I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, you dissed the nigga on the album in 2018, but I'm.
Oh yeah, I made a song about a tweet at one point, and he felt so rewarded. He was like, "Oh, you made a whole song about it." I'm
that's
like,
all they want.
You said it's at?
Nah, I was just like, you got some nerve tweeting from your mama house. You got some nerve tweeting from your mama couch, and that was like the chorus. And that song, like for whatever reason, translated perfectly well all the way over to Australia. It was like my biggest record in Australia for a second. It was called That Far. And that whole moment was based on a tweet that somebody sent. I can't even remember what he said at this point anymore. But when I saw it, I was just like, bro, how you gonna tell a nigga who's doing it how to do it?
Hey man, listen. But is there any time when do you remember the last time?
My last crash out, I can't pinpoint the specific moment or combo, but I know the feeling of.
Do you remember when it was?
I mean, it would only be in respect to my relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So again, I can't remember a specific combo right now, but it would have to be in a moment where she's saying, "I already told you this, and I'm here telling you again, and you saying you understand again. So why the fuck would I believe that?"
Yeah.
And me just in that moment being overwhelmed with like my back is against the wall. I gotta make it sound good, look good. You know, you gotta add a little extra.
Make it sound good.
It's
crazy.
It's that please believe me, that part right there.
Yeah.
To where you just like, I gotta figure out a way to get it out. And sometimes the only way you can figure it out is by just being a little loud, a little vocal.
They want you. They want you to emote, bro.
Yeah, so that's the thing too. I'm super chill. My girl be calling that out. She like, I can't tell.
Yeah. What's your sign?
Cancer.
I don't know nothing about Cancer.
From what I hear about Cancer, this is pretty much, it's in that realm where it's like we either are over emotional and like too expressive, or very like in the shell.
You a July Cancer?
I'm June Cancer, like end of June 24th.
You was almost a Gemini.
Yeah.
I got some questions from Twitter. So I asked Twitter, what should I ask you?
Oh, shit, these niggas.
They fuck with you.
You know, they fuck with you.
Okay.
Nothing disrespectful. The Yak guy said, can we get more songs from him and Janae? And also, can we get the Black and JID project?
I would love to do more songs with Janae.
Yeah, where is that project at?
Hey, man, that ain't on me no more. That's on her.
All right.
That's on her.
Lights_please_ said, ask him about the VSU ciphers. It's a rare question he's ever asked about.
Yeah, Valdosta State. I went to college for a year. While I was down there, this dude named Blue used to shoot these cipher videos, and during that time, like when Twitter was still pure, it was like the perfect place to make a video, put it on YouTube, post it on Twitter, and then have like just real time conversations as everybody's watching it. So they would gather like 6 to 8 rappers from campus and put them in a cipher, and we would all just rap, post it, and get on Twitter and live tweet while people were watching it. And those were the coolest moments in my college, because right after that I was like, I'm dropping out. So I did it for a year. The most fun part about being at school for me was rapping. So my priorities was a little backwards.
What was your major?
Computer science.
Okay.
Yeah, only because they make a bunch of money and because I'm good on computers. So I was just like trying to do what my mom was like suggesting, but that shit boring.
That's the best thing about millennials, how tech savvy we are.
Yeah, it's cool as a hobby, but being in a class where you just hear it,
yeah,
I was like, I can't do this shit.
I took a webpage design class.
That too. Yep.
Struggled. Super 2124 said, ask how it felt when the Les Twins was killing the choreography to his songs.
They made, I want to say it was Free off of my first album. They made that song theirs. Like, I saw multiple videos of them teaching it in classes, performing it on like TV shows, dance contests, like. But yeah, seeing that was cool. Like, obviously to be able to be anything adjacent to Beyonce is, you feel me? So
we got time for a couple cards. We got to wrap.
Oh, we are? Okay. All right.
We got to wrap.
Yeah.
That's
whichever ones you want to skip.
Well, tell them.
So I have a card game called Hoefessions, where I get in the rapper's business.
Okay.
So if it's a card you want to skip, you can make Head answer the question.
Or her.
Okay.
And then, well, I know all the answers. And then the water, that's your shot. Like if it say take a shot.
Okay, let me get it ready.
Take a shot of water.
Let me get it ready. All right, so
read it out loud and then
so
answer.
pick a card.
Just flip, pick one and just...
Oh, yeah, because you had that one on top. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. Nope. Okay. Who was Lil Meech helping with their groceries? Hey, man. It was his cousin, right?
Okay.
His sister, right? That's what he said, right?
She had too much ass to be anybody's sister.
Yeah, I pleaded fifth on that one. Shout out to Summer, though. Let me see. So all of these just run through them?
Yeah.
Okay. What time was Genuine home alone? 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Name 3 side piece songs or take a shot. Oh. 3 side piece songs. See, I don't even really like entertain side piece songs because that ain't even my that's not even my genre. I'm a good man. I'm just.
This nigga just got saved.
Talking
about. All right, go ahead. Next one.
No, nothing about no side pieces. Okay, sorry. What did Jody leave in Yvette's car? You know, I don't know.
Okay.
Don't tell us in the comments.
What did Jody leave in the car?
A condom?
Can you verify that?
It was a box of 2.
Yeah.
One was missing.
One was missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Trojan, very sensitive. America's #1 condom.
Yeah, I
At
watched
least
Baby
you went
Boy.
all out.
I watched it a couple times, but I ain't like a Baby Boy enthusiast or nothing like that. Okay, your friend is about to die, and the only way for them to survive is if your wife or husband performs oral sex on them in front of you. Will your friend live? No, they fucking dead. They're fucking dead. That's crazy. Hell no. It could be best friend too. You gone. Name all of the women DMX mentioning what these bitches want. That's for you. Let's show.
I don't know all of them except for Brenda, Letitia,
Linda, Felicia,
Okay.
Don LaShawn,
Inez, and Delisha.
Monica, Stacy,
Teresa, Monica.
About 3 Kims. Latoya, Gina.
Tito's all good.
Who you meet in the ice cream parlor?
Tanya.
All day in Charlotte.
No, that ain't even right either. That's crazy. Anyway, listen, man. Thank you for coming through, Black. We appreciate you coming to hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? Love is apparently the new gangster. I'm working on my gangster.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Get it right.
Hopefully you come back again and be stoic with us.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's fucking do it.
We appreciate you. All right. It's
it.
Black here. It's effective immediately.